Well now, Elton John recorded a plethora of tracks for the BBC in 1970, or was it 69? We'll be finding out in just a moment. In fact, next month marks something of an anniversary. So the tracks that we're interested in, many of them have seeped through into the deluxe editions of Elton albums celebrating their 50th anniversaries, like a trio that featured on the Elton John, sometimes called Black, album in 2020. We had some exciting news in January when Kadouri Records released a compilation of Elton's BBC sessions. Tonight's guest is a BBC music engineer, music archivist, and a devout Elton John fan. He joined the broadcaster in the mid-1970s, so alas not in time to be involved with these recordings. But he has made up for that lost time, collecting everything Elton and even helping Elton's management and Universal Music find long-lost tapes. He has sifted through a few bootlegs in his time. Well, for research purposes only, of course. But if Elton had one of the biggest music collections to rival the BBC, this guest has one of the most exceptional and comprehensive collections of Elton music. So it is our oral pleasure to introduce you to Peter Thomas. All right, chaps, thank you. They never know when to stop. They never get the cue right. Okay, well, this is live radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Thomas, how are you, sir? Welcome to Radio Elton John.
Very well. Very pleased to be here. Thank you for the invite.
It's lovely the way this snowballed, because I know you've had, it's been a weird sort of day this, because it started off with our executive producer, Hezi, obviously suggesting the idea. It all started early in the morning. He suggested, why don't we do this gig? And I said, why not? It sounds really interesting. Is he available at short notice? You were. Thank you very much for that. I know you've also had an email or two, or maybe a Facebook message from Fran, who is our webmaster at Elton John World. I think she was also trying to get hold of you today. Yeah. So it's weird because I didn't even know that Fran was in touch with you. But hey, listen, it just looks like this was this was written in the stars. Oh, that's an Elton John song as well. Yeah, written in the stars. It's in the constellation. It just had to be. Everybody wanted to talk to you today. So, Peter, how does it feel to be famous?
Well, I don't really feel that. It's good to be here, though. It's nice to be wanted.
It's marvellous. I think it's just wonderful coincidence that all of this happened all in literally in a matter of hours. So brilliant. Yeah. So first of all, Peter, as I mentioned earlier, you're obviously an Elton John fan and have been for how many years?
Well, since 1970, really.
Oh,
that's
wow.
when it started. Yeah, a long time. And I think what really got me going on it was the fact that there are so many different aspects to collect Elton. You know, there are a lot of artists who are quite boring to collect, to be honest, because they didn't do a lot. But I mean, Elton was so busy, wasn't he, in the 60s and all through his career. He did so many different things, the cover versions, music publishing demos, all the piano demos. There was so much work going on, and it's sort of quite a challenge to find it. I think the first thing that I got involved with was the cover versions, which I got involved with releasing that CD in the early 90s of all the cover versions. Although only 20 of them. We found obviously some more since then. So it's been quite a voyage of discovery, really. I think that's what's so exciting about collecting Elton on disc and on tape.
Yeah, you're right.
There's so much to do.
There's so much to do, and that doesn't even include the what I call the official releases, like the albums themselves, where, of course, in the heyday in the 70s, Elton was churning out 3 albums a year, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he was so prolific, wasn't he? I mean, he just didn't stop working. And then there are all the outtakes, the demos of those albums. They're all very interesting to find. And then, of course, we were treated with the first album, the Regimental Sergeant Zippo album recently, which is
We'd love to offer you the full interview.
I know. You want more from Radio Elton John. You were listening on Red Shorts. The full episode is probably from season 1, 2, or 3. You can get it plus all episodes with a Platinum Experience subscription from rej.world. Since season 4, you can hear full episodes totally free on Silver Experience only at rej.world.